Hello there. So, as I wrap up this course, I'm going to talk about some final thoughts and how this course kind of not really like reshaped but deepened my already understanding of inclusive and diverse environments. I think really it was really just incredible to do this project that I did, and the biggest takeaway that I have from this course is doing the interview questions with one of the players that I helped coach for the basketball team, Muhammad, because I knew a little bit about him, but I didn't know all this other stuff about like what he has to experience as a Muslim Lebanese American. And I'd say over the last few years, before I even got to Central, I've learned more about inclusive and diverse environments and equity and other stuff like this. I've learned about so much, like more. I've learned more in the last few years than I have my entire life before that. So I think it's definitely something that I take pride in, that I'm very I have a much better understanding of it now than ever, and I'm more self-aware of where I come from and the obstacles that maybe I don't have to face as somebody like me, So that's not to say that I don't feel sorry for myself, but I also understand that I am lucky. I am blessed to be in a position where I never really had to face inequalities or prejudice or, just not being included because of my skin color or an ethnicity or race. So just going through this course and participating in the project, it really just deepened my already understanding about how important it is to have inclusive and diverse environments, not just in the workplace but anywhere, whether it's school, whether it's neighborhoods. It's hard to do that with neighborhoods because you can't really control how a neighborhood's population is going to look like. But, I just think that, we're, especially in America, there's so many different people that come from all different walks of life, and we need to keep, working towards a more inclusive nation. We're an imperfect nation. Yes, we have a lot of great opportunity here, but there's still a lot of work that has to be done for the years of inequality and discrimination to people that are not white. So we've gotten much better, and we're in a much better spot now than we ever have been. But there's still these prejudices and these inequalities that exist that need to be eradicated. And I think my generation, hopefully, is going to be the generation that solves that issue. And as far as how I can incorporate this into my own leadership style, whether it's with my team, with a job that I end up getting down the years down the road that's not sports, whatever it may be, I'm just going to emphasize everybody is equal. We're all human beings. Yes, we're all different, but we're also not that different in the sense that we all are looking for the same basic things. We all want to be happy and healthy and successful, and we're all in this together, I don't think it's much more complicated than that. I do think that it's important to recognize where people come from, um, and to have sympathy for those who do not come from much, um, but to also make them feel included like they're everybody else. Like, just because you came from a very poverty filled neighborhood doesn't mean that you can't get to a certain level in life. So just remembering where I come from and and just being self-aware of who you are and where you come from, I think is very important. And education, I mentioned this in my last video. Education is so important, man. It's not emphasized enough in our educational system about like what exactly it is, like what exactly a day-to-day looks like for certain people that are not white. And again, it's gotten much better, but there's still things that I don't have to go through that these people go through. Not all the time, but every now and then that you wouldn't want to have to go through. So being self-aware, being educated, and just treating everybody as you would want to be treated. I don't think it's that complicated. I think people have overcomplicated it so much to the point of insanity. And really, I just think that we're all just human beings and that we all should be treated the same. We should all get the same opportunity. Everybody should have, like, if you're a certain skill set and you have the skill for that job and you're qualified, you should get that job no matter what you look like or no matter what your name is. So if I end up, being a coach or a teacher or a boss, I'm not going to even care to like worry about this person's background, like their racial background or like, what they look like. I'm just going to look at the content of their character and how valuable they can be to my team. Like what value they can bring that is something I see myself being a part of and bringing a part to my culture. Like, so it's not real complicated. Like I said, it's just about, being self-aware and taking people for where they're at, but also uplifting people and always letting people know no matter what they are or what race they are, where they come from, you can do anything you want as long as you put the work in and you get equal opportunity. That's the thing. A lot of these people don't get equal opportunity, and it's unfair. So those are my thoughts. Sorry about the long video, but it's just it's a long conversation that can be had. But yeah, I very much enjoyed this course, and it definitely deepened my understanding about inclusiveness and diversity in the workplace and just in life in America in general. So take care.